Now, in just over 10 days' time, England men face their first World Cup match in Qatar against Iran. Earlier today, the manager, Gareth Southgate, announced the 26 players he's going to be taking with him.
Peter Lane is at St George's Park in Staffordshire, where the team is based. Peter, it's a pretty grim news day today, so football is hopefully going to bring a little bit of that joy to the programme. But there's been a lot of controversy, hasn't there, around the World Cup in Qatar, and Gareth Southgate is always a good diplomat. What did he have to say on those issues today?
Yeah, hi, Dan. Absolutely. He dealt with it very well, you know. He said that England weren't going to shy away from the controversy, that they could do their bit to raise issues like the plight of the LGBT plus community in Qatar. But he took a very careful line around this. He said he's aware of the problems, wasn't going to ignore them. But in his role as manager, he brought this right back round to the game itself.
We have spoken in the same way that other nations have spoken about this tournament and the human rights challenges. We've been very clear on our standpoint on that. Yeah, look, I think we would also like to focus primarily on the football. This is for every player and every coach and everybody travelling to a World Cup. This is a carnival of football. It's the thing you work for your whole life. So you don't want that to be diminished by everything else that's going on around it currently. But we recognise that we are going to be in that situation and we've got to accept and deal with it.
So he says he wants to focus on the football, Peter, then. What about the football, then? What can you tell us about the squad?
Well, Tessa, it's a bigger squad. 26 players instead of the normal 23. There are concerns about injury. Gareth Southgate talked about the challenge of timing. This, as you'll know, is a Winter World Cup, so many of the players are still with their clubs. They won't be released until the season pauses this coming weekend. A couple of names we should mention in the squad. Marcus Rashford. Very well-known figure, well-known beyond football itself, known, of course, for his fundraising work. Well, he is back. He hasn't played for England since the heartbreak of their exit from the Euros on penalties. There had been a bit of a question surrounding his name, but he is back in. And a fresh face to mention, James Maddison, who's having a great season at the moment for Leicester. He's only played for England once, brought on as a sub way back in 2019. So this is very much going to be an opportunity knocks moment for him. Most of the rest of the squad, you'll know the names. Harry Kane up on the wall there behind me. He is still the captain. So England have announced their squad. Today, Wales announced theirs yesterday. Wales, of course, haven't been at a World Cup since 1958, when they made the quarter-finals, knocked out by Brazil, courtesy of a young guy by the name of Pelé. Not quite sure what happened to him. Their matches this time around begin on the 21st. They're in the same group, so they will play each other on the 29th. Might be a good idea to start emotionally preparing for that one right now.